Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Actually, haven't really talked, haven't much to say, and I felt a little disappointed that one of my videos didn't get any views on YouTube. It's just like, so was the four, fourth part fourth and final part of my series and book story of Ruth, and just nobody nobody watched on YouTube, and that was just really disappointing. It's like, yeah, I don't like having videos that have no views on my channel. It's just you know. Anyway, I've been going through the modern English version for a second time. Feels like it's going to be translation. I'm going to pretty much end up using as my church Bible translation. It's like, I've been using like the King James version, or rather modified version, the King James version for a few years, and just and I mean, I, I like the King James version. It's just that I, I also like translations that are that they're like based on the King James version, but they just kind of like did their own thing. Uh, yeah, I mean, I used to read like the New King James version a lot. Just I mean, it's like back in the early years when I was I was uh, I was first a Christian. Just yeah, I like that translation a lot. The, then I got into reading other translations, and just and eventually eventually landed on reading the Voice in the Wilderness Holy Scriptures, which is a one man translation. And I mean, the thing the thing I have against one man translations is the possibility of theological bias in the translation. I mean, because just have one person translating all the scriptures, there's likely to be a bias in reading the scriptures. I mean, there's some people who say that ESV is biased towards Calvinists because of and that one is translated by committee. I mean, I'm sure there can be theological bias in translations that are done by committee, but I rarely seen that happening. And just I mean, also also the also in the Voice and Wilderness Holy Scriptures, basically has this their its own like there's its own peculiar peculiar language. I mean, he uses like do homage for worship, and immerse for baptize. I mean, I know baptize is supposed to be immersion, but this is one translation I was seeing immerse use ex- exclusively for baptism, just in, including baptism of the Holy Spirit. I mean, and and of course I've read through some of J.P. Green's Bible translations that are based on the King James version. I mean, there's the James King James second version, or the King James 2, and there's also the Children's King James Bible, which I have 2 copies of. So, and there's a literal translation, which was later renamed the King James 3. and I also read through the Modern English version, both the 2014 edition and the 2024 edition, and they're pretty good. I especially like the 2024 edition. Just they really improved on some things, and just yeah. Yeah, I mostly like to read like literal translations, but I also like also like to read dynamic equivalence translations. Those are translations that go for thought rather than word for word. I mean, not that I can tell, not that I can tell most of the time, because I'm not a student of Hebrew and Greek, and so I don't know. There's sort of like a rigidness when it comes to like formal translations, and there's a looseness when it comes to like dynamic translations, and I mean I kind of noticed that with with translations that I read through. There's I mean the NASB probably would have to be most formal. Although I probably would give that title to the literal standard version, the one that was the update of Young's literal translation that was published in 2020. I mean, I like I like reading through that. I mean, I also like reading through Young's literal translation, even if its grammar is rather weird. uh, and and what and just uh, sorry, and just a little pause there, and just I mean. I don't use the literal standard version as my I probably wouldn't use it as my church Bible translation, because that was, I mean, it's like hardly anybody's heard of that, and it's just like this, and of course there's this translation that's based on Webster's revision of the King James version, called the Revised Common Version, which I'm currently going through modern update of. I mean, that translation basically been updated since like like 2015, or it's been a longer than that. I mean, I think it's from the early 2000s, and just and I like it so far. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say to you in this video. So have a good day, and may God bless you.